Hello lovely friends and welcome to Sattva, and this is your super chef Manoj here. Well, we seem to have a very typical English day. Well, we love this rain in India, but in England it's always like this. And we in India, how do we celebrate our rainy days? It's been hot and really humid, and the welcome rain always gets us to enjoy a beautiful cup of tea. Well, the English have the English breakfast tea. Well, why don't we have a nice kadakedar ginger tea and have it with some beautiful, instead of having the bhajias and the samosas, let us celebrate it with some beautiful English shepherd's pie. Now, let me tell you a bit about the shepherd's pie. Basically, shepherd's pie is a very traditional English dish which is originally served with meat and vegetables, and also we top it up with some beautiful potatoes, that which gives us a warm, comforting feeling for us. Now, as usual, we will do this dish with our own typical Ssattva-Manoj Gurnani twist, the super twist, and we're going to do it with lentils. So we're going to do a vegetarian version of the shepherd's pie. So guys, let's get into our kitchen and let's crack a beautiful, amazing shepherd's pie to celebrate this beautiful rainy weather here. So folks, here I am back to my workstation. It's raining outside, it's beautiful, and we are ready to cook our vegetarian shepherd's pie, a special English dish with a twist. I've got an array of vegetables here, which is going to make it beautiful and healthy as well. And we're going to do it with lentils instead of the meat. The lentils are going to be meat for the dish. I've got this pan on the fire already, warming up. I'm going to put some oil into it, and what I'm going to show you, I've got all these vegetables which are already cut up, but there's one particular vegetables that I have saved for you, and because I think it's not available that freely in India. It's called a leek. So leek is in the onion family. It's like a larger form of a green onion that we have. So I'm going to chop this up like how you chop onions. So there's a core at the bottom here which I'm going to remove, and then I'm just going to use the meaty part of the leek, not the full thing, and I'm going to chop this up like a normal onion. This adds a lot of flavor and body as well to the to the dish, and also a fantastic flavor. Here we go. We've got that done here. I've got this oil that's got hot. I'm going to start with some onions. Followed by some garlic. I'm going to add a bit of the spices here. I'm adding some cloves, 2 or 3. I'm going to add a few black peppercorns and just a couple of bay leaves to just give it that warm flavor to the dish. Now I'm going to start adding all my vegetables. So these are the green peas. I'm going to add the leek at this time as well, the leeks that I chopped. Then I'm going to add some of the beans here. With the vegetables you can add whatever vegetable that you fancy. So I'm just adding whatever I had in the kitchen. Here is some celery as well. I'm going to add some mushrooms, and here's some carrots, and then we have some peppers here, different mixed peppers, and that should be enough vegetable in there. I'm going to just mix it together, and I'm going to cook it for about 5 to 10 minutes and till the vegetables are not 100 fully cooked, but let's say 3/4 done. So that's going to take a few minutes to cook. So guys, the vegetables are now done, as you can see. They're about 3/4 done. So I'm going to add now just a little flour in it, just a plain flour. Now this is added like we normally do in a normal shepherd's pie. Now this is normally added just to hold everything together once the whole dish is finished. So I'm going to cook it for a couple of minutes so that the rawness of the flour goes away. So once that is done, and I am now, it's almost, this is done. So in this now I'm going to take some, add some red wine. Now at this point I'd like to tell you that red wine is something that is optional, of course, that if you don't have alcohol you don't need to add that. At this point, if you don't have alcohol, you can add some stock, chicken stock. Now it's a vegetarian, so maybe a vegetable stock if you want. But I'm going to add a bit of the red wine in there. At this point, we're going to add some tomato puree. And we will cook these tomatoes for a couple of minutes. Get some seasoning to it. So that's some salt. I'll be adding some pepper, paprika. I'm going to mix this together. So this is looking really, really nice and beautiful. And in this, I'm going to add my lentils. Now, lentil, like I said, is the meat of the dish, followed by some. I'm going to add some parsley, a bit of rosemary, and a bit of thyme, and just a little Worcestershire sauce. And just mix it together so that it gets all mixed nicely. At this point, we're going to add a bit of the vegetable stock that I have prepared here. So now I'm going to simmer this for a couple of minutes, and then we are going to put it in the oven for a few minutes there. So we are almost ready there. The filling of the shepherd's pie is ready. So we're going to top this with some mashed potatoes. For that, I've already boiled some potatoes, and I'm going to put them in this bowl. I'm going to add a bit of salt. I'm going to add some pepper in it, and also some parsley. And then I am going to add a bit of butter and top this with hot milk. And I'm going to give it a big mash to see how much milk we need. We have a potato masher here. We're going to give a mash till the time it is into a smooth paste. I'm not adding any cheese or anything in it because traditionally we never add any cheese, but people do add some cheese. Feel free, if you want, you can add some cheese into it. This mash is done. I'm going to put this aside here, and I'm going to bring my shepherd's pie, which is ready here, and I'm going to put all of this into this baking dish. Then I'm going to top this dish with the potatoes. So that's all your potatoes go in. And then I'm going to spread these potatoes with the help of a spatula. There you go. So your potatoes are spread out evenly. And you know, the chefs are artists as well, so I'm going to do a bit of artwork on my, just to make it a little beautiful. Where are you? There you go, a beautiful artwork. There you go. I'm not only a chef, I'm an artist as well. There you go, and that's my shepherd's pie. So I'm going to put this pie into the oven for 10 or 15 minutes till this is done. And this is going to take about, it's going to brown from the top. So guys, this is going to take about 10 minutes for it to cook. In the meanwhile, please like my video, subscribe, comment, and I'll be back in about 10 minutes. So folks, I'm back. The 10 minutes are over, and I think our dish is just about to come out of the oven. So here we go. Wow, it's beautiful. It's just perfectly done. Just the perfect type of browning that I needed. And the potato is also very well beautifully set. Guys, I feel that this is one of the most beautiful, healthy comfort food that you can have. Perfect for your children, perfect for the whole family to sit together, have a family meal together. So guys, I can't wait to taste it, but I have invited all my neighbors' kids here. They're waiting for me in the balcony there, and I'm gonna enjoy this. I'm gonna make them eat the veggies and the dal. So I'm going down there. In the meantime, guys, see you next time, and keep cooking healthy, beautiful food. See you. Bye-bye.